Arsenal hit with Uefa fine for fan incidents during Champions League tie. Gunners sanctioned after falling foul of Uefa's ruling during last 16 Champions League tie. Arsenal have been fined by Uefa for a fan incidents during their Champions League match with Bayer Leverkusen. Mikel Arteta's side drew 1-1 in the first leg of the last 16 tie with Leverkusen in Germany, before then winning 2-0 on home soil a week later to progress through to the quarter-finals. The latest set of Uefa sanctions have been set, and Arsenal have been handed a €2,250 £1,947 fine for the lighting of fireworks by away fans against Leverkusen. That relates to flares, which are prohibited by Uefa, being lit by Arsenal supporters. Kai Havertz scored a late penalty in that match to level the tie-up on aggregate, with Arsenal then progressing through to face Sporting in the quarter-finals. The Portuguese side have also been disciplined by Uefa. Sporting have been fined €2,750 £2,380 for the throwing of objects from their fans during the home leg against Arsenal. That match finished 1-0, and the goalless second leg in North London ensured Arsenal qualified for the Champions League semi-finals in successive seasons for the first time in the club's history. The Gunners face Atletico Madrid for a place in the final. The first leg of that last four tie takes place next Wednesday in Madrid. Arsenal are not the only English club to have been fined by Uefa in the knockout stages this season. Tottenham have been hit with a €10,000 £8,657 fine for a late kick-off in their 5-2 defeat away at Atletico, and they also received a warning for improper conduct of the team. That was due to 5 of Spurs' starting lineup picking up yellow cards in the match. Paris Saint-Germain cruised past Chelsea 8-2 on aggregate in the last 16. But they have received multiple fines for that tie. Uefa have handed out a €10,000 £8,657 penalty for crowd disturbances in the second leg at Stamford Bridge, and a further €5,000 £4,329 for the lighting of fireworks. That is in addition to the €6,250 £5,411 fine PSG were hit with for the lighting of fireworks in the home leg. Arsenal have been fined by Uefa for the lighting of fireworks in the away clash at Bayer Leverkusen. The Gunners managed to secure a late draw in Germany courtesy of a Kai Havertz penalty, which then set up a platform to win the return leg at the Emirates Stadium 2-0. The fine totals €2,250 £1,945. Uefa prohibits the use of fireworks and flares by supporters during competitions. The Gunners progressed through to the quarter-finals of the competition, where they faced and defeated Sporting Club de Portugal. Arsenal won in Lisbon thanks to yet another late Havertz goal, finishing after a brilliant pass from Gabriel Martinelli. Uefa have, however, confirmed that the home side from the first leg has also been punished. The sanction relates to the throwing of objects, as per Article 16 to be drive. Sporting CP have been fined €2,750 £2,382 for the transgression. Arsenal would hold out to a 0-0 draw in the second leg of the clash, which now sets up a trip to the Spanish capital in the semi-finals. Arsenal face Atletico Madrid at the Rio de Metropolitano, before the reverse fixture in North London the following week. The game is being billed as one of the best in the tournament, as Mikel Arteta and Diego Simeone go head-to-head. It guarantees that at least one side that has never won the competition will be in this year's final. Bayern Munich take on Paris Saint-Germain in the other semi-final meeting. Since Mikel Arteta has led the Gunners' resurgence into one of Europe's best teams again, the fans have been renowned for creating an excellent atmosphere, whether their side plays at home or in away games. Football.London have claimed that Uefa have handed Arsenal a fine for lighting fireworks when they drew to Bayer Leverkusen, thanks to a late equaliser from Kai Havertz. The Gunners are supposed to pay a fine worth €2,250, £1,945 for their antics. However, it is believed that the club will fork out the fine and cover it from their end. Uefa have prohibited the use of fireworks and flares from fans, whether it be in the Champions League, the Europa League or the Conference League. Arsenal fans will likely be disappointed, as at the end of the day, such fixtures are particularly special because one witnesses unique atmospheres. Arsenal could beat Atletico Madrid over 2 legs and reach the Champions League final, while potentially winning the Premier League title this season. It's safe to say the club have more pressing concerns ahead of them. However, Mundo Deportivo reported that Uefa have warned Arsenal and Mikel Arteta for a delayed kick-off when the players were not ready in time for the referee's whistle.